Good and welcome to another tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how you can make use of CapCut to edit your videos. Perhaps you have got a project that you're working on, or probably you need to edit a video for YouTube, for Instagram, whatever the case is. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to this channel because in the following series, we're going to be seeing exactly how you can edit videos with CapCut. And my tutorials is going to make everything so simple and clear for you. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go over to CapCut, go on Google and search for CapCut and then click on the download button. You first get the CapCut installer, then after that you allow the installer to download the full CapCut. So when CapCut is fully downloaded, you would see the option where you'll be asked to open a new file and all that. You can also sign in just so that you can easily access your files on both phones. And for CapCut, we have some features that are free, while there are some others that are actually paid for. So without much ado, I just want us to get started and then let us see one of the few things that you can actually do with CapCut. So the first thing you want to do is that you want to import your clip into CapCut. So I will delete this old clip that I have here on CapCut. I will show you a couple of things that will make your editing journey on CapCut so simple. Of course, you need to know where you've kept your videos, the exact location of the place you've kept your videos, and you head over to that place and import your videos. So I'll be bringing this in. This is the video I want to edit in the course of this tutorial. However, this is already an edited material, but this is just to show you the basics of CapCut. So after having your video brought in, if there are places in your video you don't need, just very few things you need to know. CapCut makes use of A and B. Letter A, it's for selection. Letter B is for cutting. And then if you have duplicated clips or you have lots of clips that you want to cut all of them as you go, you simply make use of. So I want to duplicate this clip now. There are two ways. I'll right click and then, or I do Ctrl C and Ctrl V, Ctrl C and then Ctrl V. So good. So we've duplicated this clip here. And so if for any reason I need to, so you can see it here, this is the clip that's been duplicated. So if for any reason that after you've done this, the next thing you want to do is that you want to cut your clip. So if you need to cut your clip, you need to use Ctrl B. I want to cut across both clips. I'll do Ctrl B and you can see it, or I highlight both of them and then so you bring this in and then can you see that? So if where this playhead is, that's where it's going to cut. So if you press Ctrl B anywhere, that's where it is. So if you also press B at any point, but just by using only B, it's also going to duplicate. So it brings out the razor tool, then you use you move your mouse and then you cut wherever it is you want to cut. So another thing again you need to take note of is when you press A is actually for selection. So once you select a clip, you can move the clip wherever it is that you want to move it. The next thing again, you can also see all that you need at this area here. So you can see A selection splits this left forward. So if you want use the brackets and then you delete everything that is okay, select this. So everything that is on that side, you move them. So you can see. So So if you want to just export just only a part of your video, the next thing that you can simply do is if you're trying to export just a part of your video, so this is how this works. You can see it. So it can help me to select all and move all for everything that's on my left hand side and everything that's on my right hand side. All I simply have to do is I can move all of them by using this. So this one splits. Why this? You can see what this one does. It deletes what is on the left hand side of this playhead, and then this deletes what's on the right, the next clip on the right hand side. So what if I want to export my video? What do I have to do? Maybe I just want only this section here to be exported. So all I'll simply have to do is I'll bring my playhead to this place and I'll press I, and then bring my playhead to this place and I'll press O. So you would notice, okay, this is where O. So you see this place here is called the out point. So I can shift this out point over here. So that's exactly how you can. So if I'm going to export, only this part will be exported out. And for me to export, I have to come up here and click on export. So if I do just that, instantly to bring me to the exporting window. So here you can rename your file and the place you want it to be saved, the folder and all that, the exact location, you can fill that in. So you can also select your resolution and the rest of it and all that. So speaking about resolution, I'll need us to understand something. So once you're done with your in and out, there's something else that you need to do again. Once you're done using in and out, you can always cancel it. So let's say this is the section I want to export. You can click on this cancel button down here and it goes. But CapCut does something that is really beautiful. When you import a video into CapCut, one of the first things that CapCut does is that CapCut gives you the ability for you to take the resolution of the video that you've imported. So for instance, if one of your video is 1920 by 1080p, CapCut will be the first video that is brought in. CapCut is going to respect that resolution, or it will likely ask you to choose that resolution. So the next one that you bring in, it would not change because there was already a video resolution that was there. So you need to understand this about your videos. Now, another thing you will need to understand about CapCut is that if for any reason you feel like you want to change your resolution, come over to this place where you have ratio and you click on ratio. So here you can, this is 16 by 9, which is for YouTube, this is 4 by 3, and then we have some other resolutions. You can come over here and choose the resolution that you want, or you can come over here and click customize. So customize here is going to give you ability for you to change how it is that you want your ratio to be. If you want it in this way, you go ahead. But even after you've chosen your ratio, remember it still does not end there. In this place, you can also rename your folder. Come here and rename your folder so that whenever you're exporting it, it bears this name. If you don't want to go ahead with renaming it several times. Frame rate 30 FPS is quite good. SDRO Rec 709 is also a good one. If you activate this, it cannot be turned off. So usually this free layer, it's one of the things that helps your editing. It helps your editing to be easier. I always advise you don't, for those who want to see their video in full quality, you can go ahead and activate the free layer. But I don't have an interest in activating a free layer on my videos. So the performance is, which is up here, turn on proxy. So when you turn on proxy to speed up editing, the video quality won't be affected. However, the resolution will be dropped. That's one of the things you're going to see. So probably for, in case you want to edit a 4K file and you need it to be fast, so you can turn on proxy. So it might drop down the resolution, but the trick is that when it's exporting it, you're still going to have your 4K quality. So that's it. That's all you need to know. So all these can always be changed. You can type this in. You can decide to put a 4K by changing it to 234048 of 3240, or whatever resolution it is that you want. You can change it. The option is all yours. So once you're done, you can click on save and that format will be there. If for instance you want to edit shorts or Instagram reels and stuff like that, then you need your ratio to be 9 by 16. You can leave your ratio as 9 by 16, and after that you can decide. So the resolution here, it says adapted, so it means, but if you still want to customize it, the choice is left to you. It then means that you can come over here and choose that you want 1080 by 1920 instead. 1080 by 1920 for those who want to do reels, Facebook reels, or YouTube shorts. So this is the exact resolution that you make use of. So I want us to go back again. I want to show us a few things about CapCut. What I'm simply doing is I'm trying to teach you the basic of CapCut so that when you're editing your videos, you don't have any form of issues. So over here, CapCut still gives you the ability for you. CapCut still gives you the ability for you to record. So just in case you're doing a recording and then you want your voice to play along the recording, you can always click on this record button and then the recording will take place. So that is it. You can increase, you can see it. This is my voice and everything goes in here. Once you click on the red button, the recording is going to start. And if you want to reduce reduction, you can do that. If you want to mute the project, then that's also left for you, so that just only the voice that you have is what's going to play. So I've shown you the basic, and if for any reason you feel you're editing something, you made a mistake, you can always make use of Ctrl Z for you to go back and bring back the things probably you felt is lost. You can see all the previous editing, or you can come over to this place where you have this arrow button, and you can see the other one is Ctrl Shift Z for you to redo. Now, one other thing again you would notice in CapCut, which I'm going to show you because I feel this is highly important. I'm deleting this because I'm going to import the videos back again. So one other thing, you can see you can drag a clip twice if you want to do so. Another thing you need to notice, I told you B is for us to cut, so I've cut this video. I'm cutting it in 3 places using my mouse. So CapCut has what acts like a main track magnet. So any part it is that you have actually highlighted, so what it does is that if you take away a clip, automatically that clip would be, if you take away a clip, so you can see it's not moving. So let's say let me activate B here and cut here. So that's it. So if so A is selected. Now, do you see what he just did? So this is the main track because this is the first track that was created. So what this magnet does is that whenever I take away any clip, instantly, say I've taken it up. So the moment you take away a clip, the other one comes over and covers it up. It acts like a magnet. So if you need these features, you can always activate it here at this place here for it. So I'll take away another clip. So probably you're editing, you're cutting out stuff, so you can always do that for your arrangement. So another one that it has, which is a beautiful feature. So if you don't want to activate this, you can say I've removed it. Now see, I've taken a clip back, nothing happens. I've taken a clip back, nothing happens. So it's possible that you're done cutting out all the sections and deleting all the sections from your main track, and you want to merge all of them together so you don't have any form of space. You can come back here and click on this. Immediately everything comes back together. So the next one that acts like a snapping tool is this. So it helps you instead of you having space, once you bring another clip close to another one, instantly, if it is activated, you watch it goes back on its own. So the moment I bring a clip close, on its own, it snaps back. But if I deactivate this and try bringing a clip, you can see nothing happens. But if this was activated and I lifted it up, immediately it joins back. So that's what the second one here is used for, auto snapping. And then, so this linkage is for you if you have the linkage is if you have you want to link a clip or something, a media that is missing and all that, you can make use of that. So this one is preview. This is what preview does. You can see as I'm moving my cursor over this, you can literally see what is going on. The screen is moving. That's because it's activated. So in case you don't want that, you can see I'm moving my cursor over the clip and then nothing is showing on it. Nothing is showing on it. So once I activate it back again, you see everything. So you know probably the place you want to cut and all that. So the next one which I want to show you is the ability for you to zoom in. So imagine you have over 2 hours clip. If you need to zoom in on CapCut, you need to press Ctrl plus. You can see I'm zooming in on the specific area that I want on this clip. And so that makes it easier for you. So you can see everything clearly. You know the part of the clip you want to cut or the part of the clip that you want to keep. So if you want to come out, zoom out, you press Ctrl minus, Ctrl and minus, which is at the top. The second layer probably of your keyboard, very close to backspace, and to zoom in is Ctrl plus. So I've shown you, if you also want to see the full clip, you click over here, which is Shift Z. You can use Shift Z and everything, you see all your clip, even if you have spaces and how long the clip is. With this, you will see everything. So if you still want to zoom in, you can use the slider to zoom in if you don't want to use Ctrl Z or something. So let's Ctrl plus, you don't use Ctrl plus. So depending on where you place your playhead, so you can see it's where your playhead is, that's exactly where it's going to be. So this is how we make use of the minus and all that. So the very last section which I'm going to be showing you is going to revolve around here. Now I'm going to still tell you this in subsequent videos. I'm going to take some of these parts of CapCut in depth. So if you still want to benefit and understand how to make use of all this to achieve whatever it is that you want to do, you can see even subtitling and all that. Please subscribe to my channel. So this media is where you can import videos, and then this is a library. Probably if you're connected online, you will always have access to stock videos online that you can download and use for your project. And then for audio as well, the same thing goes. You have music, you also have sound effects. So you can always download these sound effects, maybe gunshots, swishing, swiping, breath, raindrops. You can always get those sound effects there. And even if you don't have it, you can always import your own using the same thing. So you go over to file. You can also do drag and drop on CapCut. So let's say you have your files stored somewhere. You can come over here and then you drop your files in here. CapCut will always respect that. CapCut will always respect that. So you can see this. If I drop a file in, even if I don't have to go through import, it's always okay because this is audio and this is an MP4 file. So if you have your music, your sound effect, just drag and drop it here. CapCut always respects it. So for instance, another trick you need to learn about CapCut is in the process in which you have a video and you don't want, probably you had a main recording using a boom mic or a microphone that had a clearer audio quality, and the audio from the video is noisy. So you want to delete the audio out of the video. What you simply need to do is you come over to this video, you click on this, and then you can extract your audio out of it. So you come over here and you click on extract audio. The video has been separated from the audio. Now, once this is done, the next thing you might want to do is that you might simply want to delete this out, because the only thing you need from here is just video. So you can, once you're done with that, you can import your own video or probably music or something that you want to use. So let's see an example over here. Let me get the video. So you can see this. So I have okay, so the moment I clicked on extract, the video which you're seeing down here, the video that you're seeing down here, so you can see this is the video that I extracted. So I'm dropping it here, and then I can always move it to the very beginning, control minus, so that I can see everything, or I use this zoom exactly, and so I move it to the beginning. And so when I play it, so that's the audio playing there for you. So this is an audio that has been added. This is an audio that's been added. So another thing again, so you can run a copyright check on your video just before you decide to post, exactly, so that you don't get a strike. And exactly, this works precisely for TikTok, so you know if your music is the type that already has a copyright on it and all that. So I've told you the sound effects and all that. So your music, your audio, you can always add them by dragging and dropping. So it is that simple. So, or the next thing again I would need us to look at here is the text. So CapCut has the ability, there's a default text that comes with it. So this is text. So I've added, you can see this default text. And so if I want this text to appear across, probably I want to fix in a logo, I can call this arrow media. Arrow media. So here is where the text is, and then there's also animation that can be added to the text. So if you've already downloaded the animation, you can add it. If not, you need internet for this. So it also has text to speech. So for the text to speech, it also needs internet. What you simply have to do is that you type in the text that you want, and then after you're done doing that, it's going to voice it out for you. So this is the text. So for this one, there are some simple things I can easily do for this. The ones that don't have, which is I can change the color, I can increase the font size, which is what you're seeing here, and then the style as well. So I can make this bold. I can also underline the text. And there are a couple of texts I can, so this is the system font. There are a couple of fonts which, okay, so this is it. You can see we have other text. So I will just show you something briefly. So this is the color of the fonts. So here I can change the color of the fonts to red. At the same time, I can change it to yellow. I can change it to any color. But it just doesn't end here. If you want to increase the character lines, spacing in between, you can use this. If you want to, in case you have maybe line 1 and line 2, and you want to increase it, that's where you're going to. So look at this one now. See how it is. Let me put this yellow so you can see clearly. So you see the way this is, and I want to increase the spacing between. You can see it's now going upwards. So I use this. So if you want left alignment and all that, I don't want to bug you with all those things. So another option here you have is they have preset styles. You can make use of this preset style. You can see this arrow media has taken over that. So the color automatically will change to this one. And this is for uppercase, while this is for small case, and this is for both upper and lower case. So if I want them to still be on one line, I can use this. So that's arrow media there. And then again, so you can also use this to change the position. You can see it's moving, or you can simply use your arrow and drag it to any place it is that you want it to be. And then I can reduce the size as well. So that's me reducing the size, and I want to place it somewhere here. So if you also want to rotate it, you can see I've rotated it by using here rotate. So wherever it is I want my alignment to be, in the middle, at the bottom, whatever it is, you can always do that. So I'm changing this to 0, rotation to 0, and that's it. So it's back. So the next couple of things I want to show you, you can reduce the opacity of your text. Probably I feel it's too much. I just want it to fade in. So more like a watermark, I can do this and leave it as arrow media. So it's a watermark of my video, so that that's where I use the opacity here. So another thing again that we can see here is the strokes are like the liner around the text, so you can change the strokes to red. You've seen how that works. Now, another beautiful thing here is the background that you can add. There's a background that fills up everywhere. Let me give you an instance. You can see this background here. Let me make the background red. Now, because this text, the opacity is low, let me increase the opacity to 100. Now, you can see how that works. But you can see when I choose the second one, it just puts a background around only the words. So now it's like this, it's all on one single line. So this is exactly how it works. So you can see you can round the rectangles and all that, height of the text, you can increase that. Just play around this and then make your choice. Choose whatever thing it is that you want. If you want your text to glow, it's left to you. If you don't want it to glow, if you want to add shadow, you can add shadow to your text as well. So probably you want your text to have the shadow at the back of it, that's fine. And you don't want the shadow to show so much, you can blur it. So I don't really want to go so much into all this. I believe probably in subsequent videos I might touch a part of them. So you've seen how to use media, audio, text. So the next one is stickers. So you want to add stickers like YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, stuff like that. You can come over here to stickers and then you search for them. But if you don't like the stickers yourself, you can also import your own images or your own video by dragging and dropping on media or wherever it is that you want. You can always drag and drop that. The choice is yours. At the same time, we have effects. Effects are, they have lots of effects. You can also activate that as well. So your transitions is when you're moving from one clip to the other, you make use of transitions. And then filters, you want to affect how your video looks. So in subsequent videos, I'm going to explain some of all these stuff in details when we are making use of when you're making use of this. So if you want to add an adjustment layer, you can see you can. So all your edit, anything you want to do, you can add on this adjustment. So it will affect it if you want to, everything that is below it, the moment, so this is the adjustment layer. It means everything that is below it will be affected by it. So if I come here and I select, okay, for now because it's offline, so you can adjust anything you want to adjust with it, the hue, the saturation, and all that. You can play around with all those things. The choice is all left to you. So you can see that's exactly how the adjustment layer works. So you can see the color is changing. So this is the hue, everything is changing. So the adjustment layer affects all the clips that are below it. So that's what the adjustment layer does. And here you can play around with your contrast, your clarity, your highlights, your shadows, and everything that you want to do there. If you want to sharpen the image, is left to you. Once you've added the adjustment layer, the rest of it will be affected. So if you've never subscribed to my channel, click on the subscription button and I promise to bring you more beautiful tutorials on CapCut. I've told you how to export and all that and any other things that you need again. So you have it all here. Your layout, your layout is simply how the way you want this to be arranged. What do you want first? Player first, adjustment. So you can see that's all, that's everything that you need. It's just how this is being arranged. So here in settings, so let me just briefly show you settings. So here in settings, you can choose exactly where you want your CapCut editing the project to be stored. That's exactly what you do. And these ones are going to cloud files. They'll be uploaded to the cloud. And then you can delete this probably after 30 days because it keeps on gathering these cache files, which could be a problem later on. If depending on your storage anyway, so you just decide how it is you want it. So this is your frame movements, the units and all that. And then what type of videos are you producing? So you can choose here YouTube default and all that. This is based on your sound, target loudness. So the frame rates, obviously 30 frames is good. So some persons make use of 23 or 25 frames, or sometimes with decimals and all that. So you can use this. So if you have a hardware encoder or graphics card, you can also activate this as well on your PC, and then you can choose where you want your output to go. Currently my output is going to my headphone, so if I don't want it to go to my headphone, I can choose this speaker. So it selects this on its own, and then your language, English language, that's what I'm making use of. So I've shown you basically everything you need to know about CapCut. In subsequent videos, I'm going to explain everything. If you also want to join the pro, this is the option for you where you pay in for all the stuff that is free. You sign in and you pay for it all. So thank you very much for watching. If this video has been insightful to you and helpful to you, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you once again. Peace out.